Let's talk about free will, freedom, and Western culture. We are at a dangerous time in Western culture. I'm not sure if we're apathetically arrogant or arrogantly apathetic, but either way, we are giving up our freedom. Alexis de Tocqueville cautioned us about this in his book Democracy in America in the early 19th century. Freedom is not innate, nor is free will. They are taught. Our default position is a desire to go back home, back to mommy, into the womb, back to the garden. We just want someone to take care of us. Successful cult leaders know this, as do fascists. The most famous story about fear of freedom or flight from freedom is the story of the Jewish tribes in the desert, having escaped 400 years of abuse, of enslavement. And within a few days, the complaints began. Well, the food wasn't so bad. We had a bed. We had a roof over our head. We knew what to do and where to go. That is the reason that the Jewish people were in the desert for 40 years. They could not move forward to freedom until all those who were still attached to slavery had died. We are in danger of losing our freedoms in the West because we have already given up much of our freedom to governments at all levels. And now we have governments telling us what we can and cannot hear and see in the media. Some information they seem to think will be too dangerous for us, or perhaps confuse us. Think of freedom this way. Think of a lobster, but you can put into a big pot of water. Now the water is very lukewarm, and he's sitting in there and everything is fine. The temperature is going up very, very slowly, so he's really not paying attention to the heat until it reaches the boiling point. It's too late. He's cooked. He's dinner. We are at the boiling point in Western culture. We have to fight to keep it, or we will lose it. It is time for everyone to speak up, because silence is collusion. If you would like to learn more about flight from freedom, I suggest you read Erich Fromm's book, Escape from Freedom, and consider purchasing my book, Back to the Ethic, Reclaiming Western Values, published by Mantua and available on Amazon.com. I'd also like to invite you to follow me at the Biederman blog, Your Passionate Voice of Reason, at DianeBiederman.com.